Hi guys, Martin here, coming to you with my September channel update. Just some general waffle about events lately with my channel and what I'm building next, and some gifts I've received. It was my birthday, August 28th, and I got a few gifts in the post. I just want to show those off to you guys. And also I'm going to end this video, this channel update, with a visit from a distinguished guest. Ooh, who could it be? I have to tell you, it's pretty prolific, so make sure you stick around till the end of this video when you get to meet my distinguished guest. Anyway, so first things first, after my For the Love of Freddy group build, I just want to say thanks again to everybody that entered that. And thanks to Jim the Modeler, JJ Modeling, and Jefferson Sheng for sending me your addresses. And they've also confirmed they got their gifts. They got them within a few days of me announcing the winner, and which was great. Pretty quick delivery service in England. I ordered the stuff from England and had it delivered straight direct in the UK. And then for Jefferson Sheng, who lives in New York, I had his gift delivered straight from there to him. And they've confirmed they got their gifts safe and sound, so that's great, guys, and I hope you enjoy those gifts. Well done, great model builds. Also, what am I doing? Well, if you've been following my channel, you know that I intend to build the Revell 1/32 scale Focke-Wulf FW190 F8 as my next 1/32 scale build, and it's going to be my 5th 1/32 scale build in a row. There she is, and it's going to be my last build this year. I've already mentioned that. After that, I'm going to start my diorama that I'm going to put my 32nd builds into. I'm not going to give you any ideas what that diorama is about, although I did mention it to my distinguished guest, and I hope that he mum's the word with him and he doesn't let anybody know what I intend to do, because it's going to be kind of a surprise diorama. It's probably something that people aren't expecting of a diorama. Anyway, let's get on to the gifts that I received. It was my birthday, as I said, August 28th. It's now September the 21st, 3 weeks later since my birthday. Well, the day before my birthday, I received a couple of gifts from none other than Fernando Duarte. And so I'm going to show you what he sent me. And two more unexpected gifts from Freddy. So Freddy, thanks again, mate. You know, I just can't say enough thank yous to you for your kindness and generosity. And let me just show you what he sent to me. They're 1/32 scale, both of them. And the first one is the Revell MiG-29 Fulcrum. Oh, that's a big one. That'll be huge. So I'm looking forward to that build. It's going to be next year before I build any of these big jets, and I intend to do some jets next year because I do have a couple of 1/32 Tornadoes. I have that MiG-29 Fulcrum, and the second model that Freddie sent to me, another 1/32 scale to go nicely with the MiG Fulcrum, the Revell F-15D/E Eagle. Oh, where am I going to put those? Well, that's why we're looking for a new place to live that's got some more space, so I can have my own room and modelling den. And I also, it was very nice and unexpected, I got a gift. A parcel arrived all the way from Germany, and it's a beautiful plane. It's my favourite jet fighter that was used by the British and Germans, a combined design effort. and this was sent to me by J.D's Hobbies. His name is Jürgen, and he sent to me the new Revell 148 Panavia Tornado IDS. Oh, yeah. Swing. So thanks, Jürgen. And if you're not subscribed to Jürgen's channel, it's JD's Hobbies. The link will be down beneath this video, and Freddie's will be. If you're not subscribed to Freddie, look at the bottom of this video and you'll see a link to his channel too. So guys, both you guys, thanks for those gifts. Unexpected. The Tornado from Jürgen arrived just after my birthday, so it was a great birthday for me. 3 wonderful, beautiful jets for me to have a go at next year, and I look forward to making a start on them. Alright, so what's next in line I want to talk about? Well, I have a distinguished guest sitting here right now, and before I introduce him and bring him on screen, we're going to rearrange, move around, get into a space where he can fit in, and I'm going to introduce him. And before I do, we're going to take a short intermission, so stick around. You cannot miss this one. This is worth waiting for. This guy is one of the most elite modelers in the world, and I'm honoured to have him here in my presence, in my home. I'm like a little schoolgirl around the Beatles in the 60s. Yeah, baby. So let's get on with it. Let's get things organised, and we'll move on to the interview with my distinguished guest. Stick around. Cheers, guys. Bye. Okay, everybody, let's move back now to our distinguished guest that we have here. So I'm going to introduce this distinguished guest, and let me get my glasses on, who just happens to be travelling around the New England region with his wife. And lucky for me, they had a niece's wedding to attend to in the state of Maine, followed by a visit to a friend in a town just north of me, here in New Hampshire. They're now travelling south to Rhode Island to visit with his wife's family, which fortunately for me meant they would be driving by my home. He's a celebrity, well known throughout the modelling community, and revered by many, including myself, with many aspiring modellers wanting to emulate his formidable talent. He comes from a land where haggis is a staple diet, where men wear skirts and toss their cabers, where whiskey flows freely and sheep run scared, and where mountains and lochs are abundant, like the heather and thistles that adorn the landscape. A land famous for Nessie, the Loch Ness Monster, and historical figures such as Sir Robert the Bruce and William Wallace, and the more recent screen heartthrob of women and men, the infamous Sean Connery. Similarly to Sean Connery and his James Bond character, our distinguished guest has the suavity, the looks, the debonair sophistication, and the eye to recognise a good model, apply his skills to her, put her to bed, then lay him finished and glowing in the sunlight. He's a connoisseur of fine whiskies and a lover of great ales, a creative comedian and a teller of tales. I could go on more, but I need his head to be able to fit through the door when he leaves. If you haven't guessed it already, it's none other than the charismatic, inimitable Gary Bottoms. Welcome, Gary Bottoms. Hello. Hey, we've got applause in the background, mate. So anyway, mate, welcome to my home. I'm so excited to...
Hang on.
Oh. Yeah, there you go. Can you reach mine for me, mate?
I'll take care of that later.
Oh, you want that one as well?
Yeah.
All right. I'm getting a little parched here. I'm doing all the talking, mate.
I'm doing all the drinking, mate.
So welcome to my home, mate. I'm really excited. Like, can I touch you just to make sure it's really you and this isn't a mirage? I'm not
Just
dreaming.
the tip of my finger.
All right. Oh, it really is him. Holy crap!
I won't tell you where that finger's been, but
That's all right, mate. I'm all right with that. Anyway, can I question you about a few things? Is it all right if I ask you some personal questions? I don't know how personal it's going to get, but you've come all this way from.
I should have had my
Scotland.
people vet the questions first, shouldn't I? Yeah.
Yeah, well, we can cut.
Fire away. I
All
can
right.
take anything.
You can. All right. Well, it's from Scotland, where they breed men. Anyway,
And skirts.
in skirts.
Yes. But with no underwear. And in our climate, that takes some balls. Sorry.
So, how are you enjoying your visit to
It is wonderful.
northeastern corner of the United States?
30 degrees in September. I have to check though.
Yeah.
Shorts are on, t-shirts on. It's just really kind of sticky a bit, but
Yeah.
you know, I'll put up with it. I can live with it compared to what I'm used to.
And how did the wedding go? Have a good time in Maine?
From what I can remember, yes.
Yeah.
After about 7 o'clock, things started to get a bit hazy, and after 8 o'clock, I can't remember a damn. No, that's not true. It was wonderful. First time I've ever been to a wedding that ended at 10 o'clock, though.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah,
That's
so
what I
it's
said
strange,
to
yeah.
Ruth, my wife. It's like parties end really quick
Yeah,
here.
yeah,
It's
I mean-
just a few hours and it's over.
In Scotland, people are still arriving at 10 o'clock.
Yeah, and we're carrying on till early hours of the wee
Yeah.
morning.
Amateurs. Actually, it may have had something to do with the fact that we were on an island and there was a ferry and the last one left at 10 o'clock. But that's
Oh,
no excuse.
okay.
They
Alright.
could have swam.
Oh, they could have waited till the
It
morning
wasn't that
ferry.
far. Yeah,
What about the morning
Yeah.
ferry? Yeah. What are you laughing at? This is a serious interview with me. So, how long do you have left here in the United States before you go back to Scotland?
What day is this?
What day is this? We've been drinking.
Monday.
It's
Friday.
Monday.
Friday.
You
5
go
short
back
days.
Friday, so
Yes.
5 more
Yes.
days.
Get back to my man cave.
Yeah.
I miss it.
I guess you don't. I was going to ask you about that later on. But
Sorry.
what other plans do you have before you fly back?
Visit a model shop in Newport
Yeah.
and some other stuff that the wife has planned.
Obviously having withdrawal symptoms.
Total. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. Although that's the hand I model with. Oh no, it's the other way around, isn't it? That's the hand I model, which explains how some of my models turn out.
I've asked you that question. It's all right. We've been drinking. So you recently announced that Revell. I'm okay to say this. Revell
Yes,
commissioned-
yes, yes.
Revell have commissioned you to do some model building for their Facebook page,
Yes, indeed.
which is great news. Can you enlighten our viewers a little more on what that entails and for what period of time?
Good question, because I don't know. I have 4 kits from them to build. Is it 4 kits? Or no, it's 3 kits. The big
kits.
Focke-Wulf, the London bus, which has to be done in the London bus colours, as some of you may know from my video. I wanted to do it in a local livery, but no, they want it in the red
Yeah.
colours, so and the Volkswagen camper van. But I've made a start on the Focke-Wulf, so there'll be an update video coming soonish on that one.
So
but
how long do you estimate for those 4 kits?
probably until the end of the year, if not maybe the first quarter of next
Yeah.
year.
So 4 or 5 months
Yeah,
before.
yeah. There's a lot of plastic in that bus.
And there could be some more offerings on the way after that.
Yes, hopefully some Star Wars Force Awakens kits.
Excellent, sweet. So, it's undeniable that you're very gifted, talented, and an exceptional modeller.
How much
But-
money is this going to cost me?
But,
$50 down already.
but is there a modeller out there, or some modelers who you revere and aspire to be like? And if so, who are they? And what is it about their talents that motivates and excites you?
None whatsoever.
I can
No,
understand
no,
that.
no, that's not true. There are many, in fact most of them. It doesn't matter what skill set they possess, what they build. It's just sometimes an inspiration to see whatever it is they're doing. As I say, be it a simple little 1/72 kit like Rob, the strange Swedish guy with the
Rob
strange
Basic
affinity,
model.
yes, with the banana affinity. Or, as we were discussing earlier, kits that you see on some of the forums, like the Lancaster with fully detailed interiors that are just exquisite. Anyone and anything really inspires me. It's just that we're all building models, and that's the main thing, that we're
And having fun at the
and
same
having
time.
that's
Yeah,
it.
that's
Having
the main
fun.
thing.
Doesn't matter what you build and what it looks like. As long as you're having fun, that comes through in the build, and that's what I latch on to.
Excellent. Well, when did you get into modelling, and what is it about modelling that has you addicted to it?
The smells, the glue. It
Yeah.
just takes me into a whole other realm of existence, which actually isn't far from the truth sometimes. When you're working with Tammy extra thin cement and your eyes start to
Yeah.
glaze and cross and you're away. But no.
Did you start off with Umbro cement and you progressed to Tammy?
Yeah, well, the Humbrol cement comes with a handy applicator for putting up your nose.
Yeah.
But the Tammy, you have to just sniff straight from the bottle.
Yeah.
Or spraying Alclad.
And what do you think about the CA glues?
No, they're kind of bland, aren't
Yeah.
they? You need a good solvent. You need
Yeah.
a good solvent just to keep the hair on, standing on end. But what got me into the modelling scene again, I suppose, was in fact going back to the Swedish bloke, Rob, who was putting videos out on his regular YouTube channel that just made me remember that I used to have so much fun doing these things, building models as a kid. And I just thought, if I had fun then, it would figure that I would have fun now. Which is why, and I've said this before, that's why I'm making models again. Oh, that's getting thin, isn't it?
But it's funny you say that, because it seems that Rob was a big
Yeah,
influencer on a lot of model builders.
absolutely, yeah.
He was one of the originals on YouTube.
And there's no pretense with Rob. He does,
Yeah.
he does what it says on the tin. It's basic modelling, out of the box, old kits, does it his way, and that's it. He won't use an airbrush, he just uses the hairy stick, no weathering, and I respect that. I really do. I respect that, yeah.
Okay, let me scroll down to my next question. So I've got an auto cue in front of me, ladies and
A
gentlemen.
manual auto cue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, did you ever dream about becoming a fighter pilot?
Yes, until I learned that they have a life expectancy of 20 minutes, and then that was out the door. Yeah, absolutely. Air missiles guided? No. Who wants that? No.
When you see a jet fighter go over, because you live close to a RF base,
I think, poor bastard.
you
Yep.
think, oh, you don't get the butterflies just wishing and begging that you could be up there with them.
That's why I'm glad Microsoft came up with their flight simulator. That saved a whole lot of trouble. I could just sit there with my joystick in my hand, easy now, and just fly wherever I want and do whatever I want and not have to worry about dying horribly in flames. Unless, of course, the computer goes on fire.
All right, if you had endless amounts of cash, what would
Since
you?
I don't.
Well,
Oh,
you,
it's-
oh, you might. You're Scottish. You hold on to your money. So, all right, you've got endless amounts of cash. What would be the ultimate modelling project for you to attempt?
Ooh, now, what would that be? That's a very, very good question. Probably a 1/72 scale Spitfire. No. Damn, that is a very good question. I would say a 1/48 scale Spitfire. No.
They have 1/32 scale.
Did it?
Even 1/24.
Why did nobody tell me? And this is how I find out?
I'm sorry to be the bearer of good news,
Oh, okay.
but yeah, Trump.
That's what it's going to be.
Airfix. You might want to steer away from the Airfix. They're a little fiddly on their engineering.
I think probably the computer went ping.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's all right. We've still got recording
Okay.
time. We've got 2 minutes left.
Believe it or not, probably a Millennium Falcon, heavily detailed. Maybe say...
That large scale.
Yeah, but a wee bit bigger. Not the one that's 1/6 scale that you can probably live in. Not that
Yeah.
one, but maybe something 1/48 scale, fully detailed Millennium Falcon. Oh, I'm starting to drool. Sorry, I've got that on your carpet. Sorry.
It's alright.
Yeah, that or maybe the Spitfire. Yeah, 1/72 scale Spitfire with a fully detailed cockpit, and yeah, that would be cool, actually, wouldn't it? A bare naked Spitfire with all the struts and whatnot.
Everything showing
Yeah,
inside.
everything showing inside, yeah.
I'd love to do that as
Yeah.
well. There is a guy that does that kind of stuff, and I've forgotten his name now. Joe McCaslin, is it? Joe McCaslin. He does the broken.
Oh,
apart,
yes, I think I know what
opens
you
up
mean.
the wings
Yes,
and
yes,
feels large.
Yes, hate him.
So anyway, next question. We've got 1 minute, then we're going to take a break, and we'll come back.
You mean have a drink?
Yeah, have a drink because we're getting thirsty.
I don't have a problem, really, honestly.
So my next question before we run out of time is, how are your nerves holding out being away from your den and not being able to fondle some styrene?
That's why we have to go to this model shop in Newport to get my hands on some plastic. Wait, that didn't sound right, did it? No. You know what I mean.
Well, I'm hoping that being able to see my models and my stash have been the much needed tranquilizer to help
Absolutely.
relieve some of the stress you might be
Absolutely.
suffering.
Yes, the withdrawal symptoms have been reduced slightly, yes. I'm not shaking quite as much as I was before.
You're not carrying a flask of whiskey with you just in case nerves get the better of you?
Actually, I am.
You are. True Scotsman.
It's actually Irish whiskey.
Oh, I saw the bottle. You showed it on Facebook.
Yes.
Yeah, good whiskey. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We need a drink, and then we'll come back for just a few more minutes. I just have a few more questions before we wrap this up. So, cheers for now.
That was a good break. That was like a very good break. It was like a very, very good break.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Only kidding.
I'm glad I'm not driving.
It's so much easier. Just park the car.
Go. No, I'm not endorsing that in any way, shape or form, okay? So just don't do it, okay?
Anyway, we were almost at the end of the interview, and we ran out of time. And
Ran out of drink. Come on, Martin, admit it, we ran out of drink.
yeah, we did. So I had to get a new bottle. 12-year-old Courvoisier cognac. Pretty good stuff. But he's a connoisseur of fine whiskies, you know that from his videos. What do you think of this?
It's good.
It's good. Well, coming from a Scotsman, I'll take that.
Slangevar.
Slangevar. Bottoms up. I couldn't resist it, I'm sorry.
How long did that take?
Anyway, well, I was going to finish off and say, well, on that note, I'd like to share a glass with you and thank you for honouring me with your presence
Thank you for
and giving me the pleasure to meet you and your
presenting me
beloved
with your
wife.
honour. You're more than welcome.
Uh,
Do
the
you want
most-
to keep her?
Your wife,
Yeah,
if she wants to stay.
fine. Result.
Cheers.
You're more than welcome.
It was
It's a
worth a
good trip.
visit.
It certainly was. See you, honey.
Well, there must be many a modelling man out there feeling very envious right now. So, to you, to a continuous joyous visit in the USA, and to safe travels upon your return.
Thank you very much, sir.
I raise my glass and would like to say a toast. Well, I used to know a clever toast but now I cannot think it. So fill your glass to anything and damn your souls, I'll drink it.
It's my kind of toast.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Well, that's it from me. I'm over and out. Our distinguished guest, Gary. It's great to have him here, and I'll see you on my next channel update in October.
I will look forward to it.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Tally-o and chocks away.
I was going to say that.
Oh, say it.
Tally-ho and chalks away. Or what do I always say? We'll see you again soon. Toodaloo.
Toodaloo. Wow, what do you think of that then? Can you believe Gary Bottoms was in my house? I can't. Oh my god, the Gary Bottoms. Holy shit. Yeah, I swore on camera. I'm sorry to all those religious people and the young children watching. I'm sorry, don't be offended. But sometimes we have to use expletives to express just how we feel. And that moment deserves all the expletives one can imagine and use. Well, anyway, he looked at all my models. I was so blessed to have him looking at my models, drooling over some of them. Can you believe Gary Bottoms drooling over some of my models and just saying nice things about them? And he really, really loved my last build, the Revell 132nd Spitfire. He was like, you got to enter that into a show. And I didn't know he was an IPMS judge, that he judged with the IPMS. So coming from a judge, I'll take him for his word. And fortunately enough, in October, there's an IPMS show coming to this state, only 25 miles south of where I live. So this will be the first show that I'm going to be entering, and another renowned modeler out there that everybody knows, Russell Gosling. He's going to be joining me to go to that show. He wants to take me to that. He let me know about that, so thanks Russell for letting me know all about that. And I'll be taking this model along with my other 132nd builds that I've done, the Arado AR196A3, the BF109G10 and the Edward BF109E3. I'll be taking those along with the Spitfire, maybe a couple of others of my 148 builds, we'll see, and see what happens, what transpires. I've never entered a show, just be nice to see if some of the builds catch the eye of the judges. Well, this one certainly caught the eye of the Gary Bottoms, and he loved it. So I'm a happy chappy. What more can I say? I've had Gary Bottoms in my house. He loves my Spitfire. I'm in heaven. I can sleep nice tonight. I shall have sweet dreams. I didn't say wet dreams. Now behave yourself, guys. The crush of Gary Bottoms doesn't go that far. Sweet dreams. And I'll leave it at that. So until my next channel update in October, I want to say bye, guys. Thanks for watching, if you're still around after all these minutes. But I think it was a worthwhile update to watch, and I'll see you next month. But before the channel update, stick around, because I'll be starting my FW 198 tomorrow. I'm going to wash her, get it cleaned up, and start putting some base coats on. So I'll be working on her this week, and probably the next couple of weeks till I get her finished. Alright, that's it. I'm out now, guys, and I'll see you around. Tally-o, chocks away.